With me, I've got Tom Tonna from Narre Warren. Thanks for joining us on the Coach Conversations, Tom.
No worries, thanks for having me.
Now, you're a plumber by trade. Why don't we start with that, Tom? Tell us about being a plumber. How do you become a plumber? Is that something you've always wanted to do?
Yeah, from being a young fella, I was pretty keen on doing it. I was giving up my school holidays to work with my uncle. It's my uncle's business, so I was fortunate enough to get the opportunity to get a job here, and so far, so good. I'm a qualified plumber now, and 5 years into it, enjoying it.
Did you ever think about going on to uni or anything like that? Or you just thought, this is what I want to do. I want to work with my hands.
Nah, I was never really into that sort of stuff. I was more just a hands-on sort of a person. Didn't really have much interest in school, so I got out there as soon as I could.
So, Narre, Tom, you got rolled last week. Bit of a surprise, and it's difficult because this week coming up is a bye, so you really don't have a chance to redeem yourself straight away. So I'm pretty sure you and all the other boys are probably itching to get back out on the track and show that last week was just a bit of an anomaly, maybe.
We're all bloody itching at the bit to get back out there, but unfortunately on the weekend we just went down to probably a better side on the day, I suppose.
What'd you do wrong?
I thought we started well. It was just we got off to a 4-goal lead, but I think they were pretty good on the day. They stuck to their structure and they turned out to be the better team in the end.
So I asked this question to everybody on the Coach Conversations. Tom, what's the Tom Tonna story? How did you get involved in footy and why are you still playing footy all these years later?
Well, I started off as a junior, obviously, like most of them do, and not too bad as a junior. And played 19s at Narre for probably 3 years back now. And then, probably more, 4 years, I suppose. Then I went up, played reserves. And then last year I had a bit of a hiccup, stuffed my foot doing water skiing, so I was stuck in the twos all year. And then this year I had a bit of a pre-season under my belt, which was good. And, got a call up in round 3, I think it was, against Beaky in Anzac Day, so got the chance there, and haven't looked back since.
So tell us about your water skiing. Was it just a social thing, or you're pretty competitive?
Definitely just a social thing over Christmas break, and had a good accident and went down and stuffed my foot. All the ligaments in my left foot were done, and put me out for a while.
You were leaning forward when you should have been leaning back, or is it the other way around? I'm never quite sure with water skiing.
Couldn't tell you. I ate shit pretty much, so that was the end.
So did it hurt?
Yeah, it did hurt. I couldn't walk for probably a month or so. I was in a moon boot for a while, crutches, off work. It was all happening.
So, Tom, what's local footy mean to you? And I mean, what's Narre mean to you, mate?
It's like a family thing at the moment. Like, I've got my uncle used to be a coach down there, Tonna. He was one of obviously the bigger blokes down there. My other uncle, Shane Dwyer, he coaches the under-19s at the moment. Yeah, it's definitely in the blood.
Tom, I'm going to ask you some personal questions, and you can tell the coach where to go if you like. And I'm talking about.
That's right.
You remember your first girlfriend and her name?
Oh, shit. Do I remember it? Demi Lee, her name was. There you go.
Daniel Lee.
Demi Lee. Demi. Whereabouts? Strathfield Primary.
So was it love at first sight, mate?
Oh, it didn't last very long, so it can't have been too good.
What about your latest partner? You with someone now?
Yeah, still with someone at the moment, yeah.
And what's her name?
Tegan Cooper. She's a good sort.
She's a good sort. Is she a good person, Tom?
She's a keeper.
She's a keeper. Have you told her that?
No, not yet. We'll keep that between you and I, though.
Well, I think a few thousand might be listening to this one, Tom. And what's she do, and does she play for the club in any form?
No. She actually coaches the under-12 girls in the junior department. But other than that, she's not too involved. She's working full-time as a... there you go. I don't even know. She's doing something in a hospital, put it that way.
Now, Tom, a word of advice from an old bloke, mate. You got to make sure you know what they're doing, and you've got to be interested. That's the secret. What about your earliest footy memory?
Probably winning the flag in the juniors was pretty good. All my best mates, still mates with a lot of them right now. Winning the flag was pretty good, yeah.
What gets you out of bed in the morning, Tom? I know that's a pretty loaded question again, but, you know, what... Is it Tegan? Is it plumbing? Is it footy? You know, you be careful with the answer here, mate.
I'll say Tegan. Keep myself in the good books, eh?
Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Still with Tegan, married, kids?
Oh, hopefully. Wouldn't mind doing that. Maybe travelling the world once upon a time. That'd be good.
How would you describe yourself, Tom?
Short, got a good humour. Just good to be around, I suppose.
And what's the thing that overall is attractive about you?
Sugar. That's a good one. It's got to be in my arms, I reckon.
Well, you got guns, have you?
Nah, shit, no, I got none of it. I don't know, maybe it might just be the personality. Might have to stick to that.
Okay, and I've just recently started asking this question, and it's not necessarily about me, but I just think it's only fair that I've been asking all these questions to you, Tom, so I'll give you a chance. Is there anything you'd like to ask me?
All right, who's your favourite player in the Outer East comp?
Stewie Scanlon. And I can tell you right now, Stewie, you owe me a phone call, mate, because I called you and I was going to talk to Stewie and he hasn't called me back. But anyway, I'll still say Stewie Scanlon because I love the way he plays.
That's good. Love it.
And you're second, mate.
Thanks, mate. Appreciate it.
Tom Tonna from Narre Warren, thanks for taking the time to talk with us and also being so open and honest with us. It's always appreciated, mate.
No worries. Thank you.